It goes around the world just la 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 la.
And come to the heel. And then there's a full step. Next key point we discussed as well is body stays erect to keep the face and the vitals out of the area of the opponent's reach. And when we're holding this weapon, we get down in the lower level. It's the same despite how high or low you are. Instead of having the sword up, you're going to have the tip pointed at your opponent's face and throat. It will keep them on a better reach for your blade, and it allows them not to step inside of your defense without really committing to being killed. So with that, there's also the squat. I can cut, knees go open. What's that for? This is if a person's or opponent's falling, and a lot of the times in Japanese culture, they're kneeling or they're seated. So they do a lot from low level height. So if you are coming to attack me, okay, go ahead and give me an overhead cut, and I'm here, I've gotten underneath of your cut, taken your arms, and came back to cut.
The squat has to be like that.
Well, the way that they wore their pants or hakama, that looked like skirts, but they're actually really big, open-legged pants. And the design on that was to hide where their feet are, their legs are. The way to not get yourself hemmed up is to point the knees out and still effectively move forward. So if I needed to, if I'm coming from a kneeling position and you're attacking, here, boom. Now the basic angles that we start with, straight down, horizontal, using my body, my shoulder pushing off the blade, push, pull, diagonal, downward before we go to our diagonal, so I'm coming up, downward, horizontal, upward, with the body turning. I want to come straight up the middle of my opponent.
Oh shit.
Give those a shot. Not out to the side. You want to come straight up the middle. So straight up the middle. I should be able to do this right beside you. Okay. That's more like it. You want to narrow your attack. And the most common are your diagonal cuts, your X cuts, so to speak. Where I'm cutting from clavicle to hip, or from hip to clavicle. Pushing my body weight on this while I'm pulling. All right, let's put it to a little sparring now.
All right. Thank you so much.
So we're looking blade up, pulling the saya or the scabbard. At the same time we draw the katana, in this case bokken or shinai. And we're going to take a cut that's going to come straight down, and what we're looking for is as our opponent's starting to draw their blade, is they want to beat them to the chop and take that hand off. So from here, my thumb, if this is in a scabbard, I'm pushing against the sulba of the handguard to push the blade forward so it loosens it. So it's like taking the retention off of a holster so you can draw a pistol quicker. So I'm here, my body crosses, come straight down. See, I'm pulling, 2 hands, winding, step, straight through, re-aim at the throat. Cherubi, or blood shaking from the side of the blade. Bring the blade across, edge up. This hand, middle finger, thumb, holding the edge of the scabbard. This index finger guides it in. So as I feel the tip, this finger and thumb guide it into the scabbard. Scabbard comes up as the blade goes down, then the whole thing comes back. Second cut is turning the blade sideways. So I'm cutting horizontally across the midsection, take his belly. This is a little bit sneakier, so we're going to take a step on this one. I turn the blade sideways, I still pull, horizontal, overhead, finish him, re-aim at the throat, shake the blood off, knee eat. The third one is a vertical swing. This is when we're going to try to get underneath the person who's coming to chop at us. So we're turning the blade downward. So the blade's downward, still breaking the seal with my thumb to push the blade loose. And this one is going to be a vertical cut, adjust, kill, clean, assessing the target, returning. From the side, blade straight up, I'm here, break the seal, pulling the scabbard, taking his arm. 2 hands, cutting, and returning. Blade out to the side towards the camera lens here, break the seal with the thumb, and grabs, pulling the scabbard as I pull the blade. And I'm going to take a step, horizontal. The last one is blade downward. So this is going to be a vertical cut. Breaks the seal, pulling as I pull out. Now, on the grip, top hand up against the very back of where the hand guard would be, thumb just underneath index finger. Second hand, pinky just coming over top, the bottom of the pommel, and again set so the top hand pushes, bottom hand pulls. So I'm not just pushing or pushing the blade down, I'm pulling the rear handle up. So it's a push, pull. Now the next point on the grip are the thumbs. It's one thing if my thumbs are the only thing behind the spine of the blade or the handle, but that's pretty weak. You don't do dips on just your thumbs if you're doing parallel bar dips. You get your palms on it. So with this, when cutting, the palms, see that twist in my arms? You get my palm.
It's all around the world, just la 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 la. It goes around the world, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la.